everybody. Stockmo here. We're gonna cover XRP's random price fluctuations, and I'm gonna do my technical analysis. That strongman guy was really rude to me. He said some very nasty things about me, and I'm very upset. He's just a hater. He's just a weak man. Yeah, buy my cars. Yeah.
So old Stockmo is back. He is back. And all of Stockmo's fans are not happy with Daddy. They are not happy because I mocked him, because I eviscerated him, because I annihilated that fraud. So we're going to go check out Stockmo's channel. And I'm going to react to his video where he announces that he's back. Oh, we're so excited that Stockmo's back. And he actually said some very nasty things about me, and I'm not happy with you, Stockmo. I am not happy with that you at all, boy. I'm going to annihilate you. Woo! So, here's old Stockmo. Of course he's back. Do you think YouTube would ever get rid of a grifter? Of course not. Of course not. Now, he's got 713,000 subscribers and 68,000 views. So, all his videos are like, I don't know if he hid them or deleted them or what, but his channel is basically starting from scratch, but he's back. How unfortunate. So let's see what old Stockmo has to say. Here's his little disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment, educational purposes only. It is not intended as financial advice. Buy XRPs, go to the moon, bro. Not financial advice. Clown. He's a clown.
Folks, we're back. Stockmo's back. I love it. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we're here. And I know a lot of you waiting to hear about your favorite XRP charts and everything else, and Ethereum and Bitcoin and the stocks and the portfolios. But man, we got to start with a thank you. We got to
look at that schwarmy little smile. Yes, I'm back. I get to scam and grift. This guy has made so many bad calls. And guess what? Conveniently, all of his old videos are gone. How convenient, Stockmo. I have so much material on this clown. Don't trust my words. Go watch my old videos covering Stockmo and all the garbage calls that he's done. But apparently, he's a genius now because we're in a bull market. We're in a bull market.
Start with a big thank you to everyone who was supporting me, who is following me to all the other places so I can get my videos out, my message out, the charts out. And
no, you're happy because you almost lost your primary source of income, which is not from a business. Well, I guess technically your YouTube is a business, unfortunately, but like a legitimate business where you provide a real good or service instead of pumping trash. You almost lost that business, and now you were freaking out. You were terrified. You were pooping your little Stockmo pants, and I was laughing. Oh, boy, was I laughing. But I knew he'd come back. You were terrified because if you lost your YouTube channel, you'd have to go back to your job being a teacher, making $50K a year, and you wouldn't be living that grift life like you are right now. And you wouldn't be able to sell channel revenue tokens, which I have a suspicion now that his channel got nuked and got brought back, he might have a little bit of issues with revenue going forward. We'll see. But oh, he was crapping his pants because the life of a YouTube grifter is very easy. You just look at the chart of a crypto, you follow trends, you pump whatever's popular, you deceive a bunch of morons into believing that you actually know what you're talking about, and you print money from YouTube. You print money. And here I am with a full-time job doing tax preparation. I'm in the freaking Army Reserves. I do all this other stuff. And these grifters are probably making 10 times what I'm making, pumping trash.
It's good. It feels good to be back. I got to be honest. And I would say it's a ton of emotions right now. I love being able to be on here and spread the news with you. I still, I know everybody's like, give us answers. What's going on? At this point, just as much as I do.
He's happy he can make money again talking about worthless garbage crypto. That's the only reason he's happy. You think he actually cares about you? He cares about your money. That's how you get big on YouTube. You give the morons what they want, and they worship you for it.
Woke up, the channel, everything, the strike, the warnings, everything was gone. And in other words, it was like nothing ever happened. And I'll take it. I'll take it. The first thing, though, like I said, I want to...
Oh, your fans are going to take it the next bear market.
I want to give a thank you to everyone out there, the community, the family. You all came together for me. Thousands, if not tens and thousands of people were up in arms when old Stockmo couldn't get out there and share his information with you. And
it's just like, I will never understand this insane level of Stockholm syndrome where you guys just don't understand what toxic advice he's giving you. You just don't get it because you're ignorant. You're ignorant. You think trading is going to lead you to success. That's wrong. Look, read any legitimate investment book, and not a single one will tell you that trading will lead to success. Long-term investments, dollar cost averaging, reinvesting dividends, avoiding massive taxes, which, assuming you even make a profit, will be assessed on you for trading. That's how you build wealth. Not trading cryptocurrency on Robinhood or the latest hot crypto or stock. That is the way to destruction of your financial future. And that is what he teaches. He does not have a long-term mindset. He likes crypto. Inherently, that's gambling because it has no fundamentals. Crypto just exists and it gets traded between people. There's no cash flows. There's no production. There's nothing. And he wants you to trade and watch charts when you should be focusing on your job or maybe starting a business. Yeah, that's what you should be focusing on. Because if you make a lot of money, you could save a lot of money. And if you save a lot of money, you could build wealth very quickly. But spending all day watching his videos and trading in the bathroom when you're taking a dump at work, that is not going to build you wealth. We've been in a bull market. Everybody's making money. He's not smart. Everybody's making money.
I appreciate that. And to this day, I really don't know what happened. And so for a lot of YouTubers out there, and I got to tell you, what a niche, man. You guys knocking on the door. Hey, what can we do? What's going on? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. In future videos, I'll drop some names of those who reached out to try to help, or at least just check in. And of course, we'll do that.
Oh, his fellow grifters rallied around him.
At another time. I don't want to miss anybody, so I want to have a good list. And of course, you know, the community, like I said, wow, the community was awesome, is awesome, continues to be awesome, and I love it. You guys, like, you got me through this, man. It was, I'm going to be blunt, it was like a piece of my soul was ripped out. Like the old saying goes,
you have no soul. You're a money-worshiping degenerate. You only care about the revenue. You don't care if people get harmed. You don't care if people lose money trading. You teach nonsense. You don't care. You want that money. You will pump whatever you have to pump to get that ad revenue and that Patreon or whatever other stupid crap you have to make money. That's all you care about. Fact.
Goes and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it's like great people talk about ideas. Good people talk about events. And weak people talk about people. And I saw
great people pump worthless trash and teach people how to trade triple leverage ETFs and to buy and speculate and gamble on cryptocurrency. Weak people expose scammers and try to convince people to focus on saving in total market index funds and tax advantage accounts. Those are weak people. How dare you? If you saw something that was wrong, if you know deep down in your soul that something was terribly wrong, would you speak up? Would you speak up? I would hope he would. I think what he does is wrong. I'm not making this up. It's not just for showmanship. Yes, I truly believe what he is doing is wrong. 100%. And I'm passionate about it. And I've exposed this clown so many freaking times. And now he's looking at me celebrating. Oh, that strongman guy. He wants people to buy index funds and max their tax advantage accounts. Oh, he's got a real job. Oh, he has a tax business. Oh, that's a real job. That's a real business, not my fake garbage. Oh, he's a weak man. He's weak. I'm strong, boy. I have conviction. I believe in VT, and I will never capitulate on VT ever. And no person on YouTube can ever say that I am not a firm believer in VT. Nobody can say that. I have stuck to my guns the entire time I've been on YouTube. This clown jumps from trend to trend to trend to trend to trend. You can't trust him. He doesn't believe in anything except what's popular and what lines his pockets. Boom! Destroyed! Annihilated! Look at that grin. I know I pissed him off. Oh, I know I pissed him off. It makes me so happy. Because he knows I'm right. He knows I'm right. When he was a financial advisor, you know what they teach you when you're a financial advisor? That you should put people in stocks and bonds. That's what financial advisors are taught. You're not taught, if you have a client and you have a fiduciary duty, you don't tell them to buy random cryptos and triple leverage ETFs. That is a gross violation of your role as a financial advisor. That is disgusting. No good financial advisor would ever recommend that garbage. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. And when I was a financial, I was trained that you really can't talk about finance. Apparently you can. You can say whatever you want on the internet. There's no consequences. But he knows. He was taught as a financial advisor that what he's teaching now is freaking wrong for the average person. And for basically all people, in my humble opinion. Totally wrong. Disgusting. Because you know there's people out there that are desperate. That's why they watch him. Because they're trying to get rich quick on crypto because their lives suck. This is their last chance at building wealth, and they're gambling when they should be being conservative. Maybe buying index funds and working longer. If you effed off your whole life and didn't save, you're cooked. You're not going to win playing the stock market crypto casino lottery. I'm just going to put that out there.
Saw some people out there, oh, they couldn't wait to make a video. Oh, Mo, oh.
Just the fact that I knew, because you're so evil. You're so evil. I knew you were freaking out, and it made me feel good. And Stockmo, if you're ever going to watch this, if I lost this channel, would I be upset? Yes, I would. Of course I would. Would my life end? No, because I'm not a grifter. I have legitimate skills. I'm a certified public accountant. I have a full-time job making good money at a corporation, and I've got a legitimate business that actually provides real value to people. Legit. You, on the other hand, pump trash. And deep down, you know it. Say whatever you want, stinky blow. You know you're pumping trash for personal profit.
Weak people. And I'll say that because what's going on out there is...
Say my name, say my name. Say my name, say my name. Strongman's just a hater. He destroyed Jeremy. He took Kevin down. Kevin was crapping his pants. He was so destroyed by Strongman's exposure of House Hack and all the clownery that I found that he had to threaten to sue me. But he also updated all his websites because I was right about all my criticisms. But it doesn't matter because grifters can be wrong no matter what. And they never suffer consequences. Yeah. Look at this cheese bag.
Everything's advancing very quickly. AI and all that. And of course, with that changes comes updates and hopefully things made better. I got to tell you, I see a lot of promise, but I was hit with some of this, obviously, with a title. You know, you got to learn, I guess, to be a little bit more careful with your titles, and so forth and so on. Now, the good news.
Oh, Stockmo, you know you love me, and you know I speak the truth, you freaking clown. Anyway, so that was his clapback. He called me weak. You know, I have conviction. I preach the truth. I've never deviated from VT. I've always said you should have VT as at least 95% of your portfolio. VT is 95+% of my portfolio. Oh, okay, I have some treasuries. You got me. But I've never deviated from my message. And VT is not popular. It's not. Nobody likes VT except for me. And I've still talked about it. I could be a sellout fraud like you, but you know what? It kind of disgusts me. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just, it's just gross. I feel like scum. You don't care. You don't care. Anyway, that's the stink blow portion. Now let's move on to Chris Sain, another clown. Chris Sain apparently is a quantum computing expert. Look at this. This guy is basically one-upping the hedge funds. Look at this man. Look at him stare into your eyes. You can see the sparkle of intelligence. Not. So let's see what he has to say about QUBT. And before we get into the video, the most recent data that we have is over the last 12 months, they had 385,000 of revenue and they lost 45 million. That means their most recent profit margin was negative. Oh, they must have had some accounting thing there. Excuse me. Their operating margin was negative 21,000%. Their operating margin for the most recent quarter was negative 21,000%. Their free cash flow margin was negative 15,000%. I'm not making these numbers up. Hey, let's pump it. It's got major potential. He's done some real DD, guys.
YouTube, as always, I got a jam-packed one for you guys on today. If you haven't already, make sure you check out Moomoo, one of the best apps on the planet if you guys are going to be investing. And get up
Yeah, not Vanguard or Fidelity or Charles Schwab. Oh, Moomoo.
to $1,000 of NVIDIA stock on a qualified deposit, okay? And don't forget about the 8.1% account that you can be holding your cash in your dry powder so that when we are ready to take advantage of these dips and pullback throughout the month of August and September, we're locked, loaded, and ready to go.
You know what? Oh, you know what we could also do, Chris Sain? Watch. I'm gonna pull up VT. Okay. Let me show you what we could also do. Buy here, 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 buy, never sell, hold, never sell, reinvest dividends, buy, hold, reinvest dividends, reinvest it. You could also do that. Why do I have to buy the dip? Why do I have to buy the dip? Why don't I just dollar cost average over my working life and reinvest dividends? We gotta wait for the dips, yo. You have to wait for anything. Moron.
Okay, stick to the plan because it will pay huge dividends October, November, December. Okay, this is high level chess. Listen, if you made money today, let me know down in the comments
high level chess
below. As always, I got a jam-packed video for you guys, so please keep it locked. Please make sure you like, subscribe, help this video get at least 1,000 likes. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. Guys, I'm coming right out the gate, man. Check out APLD. All right, if you have been with me and if you have made money with this, I first and foremost want to say major salute. Guys, we're sitting at $14.89 to close out the day. We're down to $14.55 in
another clown company. What is this? Trailing revenue of 144 million and trailing loss of 233 million. Has this company ever turned a profit? Okay, their most recent profit margin was negative 141%. Their free cash flow margin was negative 503%. Yo, we're making money. You're not making money. You're making speculative return based off price fluctuations. But as an owner of the business, which you're not because you're a trading degenerate clown, you're making no money whatsoever. Neither on the accrual basis nor on the cash basis. Yo.
After hours, okay? But I want to say major salute, man. I think since $9. I told you guys to have this on your radar. Around 14 to 15 is where this is targeted to go. Okay, now listen, man, I talked about this yesterday in terms of the importance of locking in profit and having a plan. Okay, some of these plays, if you guys know this is not your long-term hold, you need to be making a decision. So if you have shares, if you have 100 shares, you can be selling 50 because the goal is pretty much achieved. Okay, and you can let the other 50 run, and if they come back down to this same level I told you to get in at, you just rebuy it again. That's how we rinse and repeat, because now you know, if nothing else, this play.
Buy it. It's going to go up because Sain said so. Sell half, wait till it dips, and then buy it again, and it just goes up again. It's so easy. The reason he appeals to people is because he's dumb. The people that watch him are low IQ. I'm not joking. So when they hear this, they think this is legitimate. That's sad.
It will always go back to $14.89. So if you get it lower, you now know the target for.
It always goes back to $14.89. That's it. Yeah, with negative 500% free cash flow margins. What could possibly go wrong?
October, November, December. So if you see $11, if you see $9 or $8, don't panic. You guys got all the intel right here. Okay, this is APOD. Major salute to those of you that are staying 10 toes down, trusting the process, buying at the low levels we discussed, not complaining when it's down, not any of that. This is where you get it at. That's what today's lesson is going to be about on this next play that I shared with you guys, okay? But major salute. All right, check this out. Coinbase. Now, ticker symbol COIN. They did a convertible debt today, and that was brought the stock down, okay? And they brought it down. This made a 50% retracement. This is what you want to see. Okay, I'm talking about when you want to buy something. All right, so you ran up. This is a $450 stock. Bitcoin is the way. Bitcoin is going to be the new thing that changed the most lives. It already has for so many.
Coinbase makes money off of transactions. If we go into a bear market, people are going to stop trading crypto, and this thing is going to utterly collapse. It's not the future, bro. It's a cyclical gambling stock is what it is.
Yo, it dipped 50%, so you gotta buy it.
I want to see his QUBT analysis. Where is that at? We got to fast forward a little bit. Man, he just ran. Okay, here we go. Let's see if he mentions profit or anything here. Profits don't matter. It's the clown market.
Understood, okay. And now for the main entree, QUBT. Guys, people always say, Coach, what's the next Palantir? I have several I won't say several because very few will do what Palantir did, but I got a few in my pocket that 5 years from now, you're going to remember these days where I was putting newer plays on your radar, okay?
Nobody is going to hold your stocks for 5 freaking years. You're not an investor. You're a gambler. This company is a freaking turd.
I was introducing newer quality companies that should be on your radar. QUBT. Did anybody get this at $10 like I talked about when I first presented this? Did anybody get it at $13? Okay. Check this out. It's sitting at $16.89. Okay. The last time I covered this, it was around $10.
What's the bull thesis? Well, can you talk about the financials at all? When are they going to turn profitable? What's their plan to actually turn a profit? I mean, negative, 20 billion% margins? Seems a little crazy.
And now it's sitting up here at 16. So this is already getting close to a double up, okay? But one reason, okay, I want you guys to look for it. Pullbacks will always make you more money. Write this down. Pullback. So Coinbase pullback. You're going to make way more money buying it at $290 than $450.
Really?
Okay, you're gonna, if it was just $450 and now it's $290, from $290 to $450, you're gonna make way more money than buying it at $450 and it only go to $451 and crash back down to $260. Let me know if that's.
Wow, so buy low and sell high. Wow.
Understood. Same here. This is at 16. Okay, if you can get this at 15, you're gonna make way more money when it go back to 16. Okay, now speak.
But I thought it was a 5-year investment. So what? You should just buy it and hold it, right? That seems logical to me. If it's going to be the next Palantir, the next bubble, yeah, just buy it. Why do you got to wait till it's 15? If it's going to go to 1,000, why does it matter if I buy it at 15 or 16?
Speaking of where it's going to go, check this out. Quantum Computing seals first U.S. commercial sale with a top 5 bank. Okay, they recently secured its first U.S. commercial sale with their quantum cybersecurity solution with the top 5 U.S. bank, which is a major milestone that highlights its advancement in the quantum communications market. This event coincided with
He just pulls up an article and just reads the first couple sentences, and that's all the DD you need.
a significant 84% price increase in the last quarter, potentially bolstered by strong Q1 earnings, showing a net income turnaround and key executive appointments. While broader markets have faced declines due to economic uncertainties, quantum computing's entry into the commercial sphere and the closing of substantial private placement is already causing heads to turn. Okay, I want to put that on you guys. Now take a look at the chart. These are how coach find these plays. Okay, I told you yesterday I wanted to share how do I be spot on consistently. Okay, this is the 30-minute time frame. Okay, everybody look at this. This is QUBT. All right, class is in session. So this was down here at $14, which is 13 and
Look at this professional line that he drew. He just draws this dirty line and writes 1750. Oh wow, your TA is amazing.
10 is where I told you guys to get in at, between that range. And it made the move that I was expecting. Okay, now we have what's called a break and retest about to happen. And do you see this line that I drew? Do you see the bottom of those candles that I started this line at? Okay.
Wow, look at that line. You couldn't even draw a straight freaking line.
When a stock is about to break out, they're going to go back and test the bottom portion of those candles first, and that is 1750. So from right here, you're going to have a life-changing move, especially if you get a pullback. But from right here to 1750, okay, you can enter at 16 and take it to 1750. You can make more money if you enter at 15 and you take it to 1750. Okay, listen, guys, let me know if that's understood. Let me know if you see the technical breakout in this. Okay, it climbed up. It broke through the 200-day moving average on a 30-minute time frame. That is key.
I mean, if you're like if you work at like an investment bank or whatever, you're a legit trader, you have to just be laughing your butt off at this guy. Like, you must be in shock about how stupid he is. And I'm not. I don't ever trade. I think it's stupid. But I can tell you that this is total nonsense BS. He took a chart, he drew a line, and he wrote a number. That's what he did. He has no clue where this stock is going.
Yo.
Okay, it got to test it. It got to knock. Remember, it always got to get knocked 3 times. Okay, then it's going to break through and go to 1750. You guys should already be in this if you've seen this when I first covered this when it was $13. So these are the life-changing things that can happen. Now listen, because I'm gonna get this question. You can buy shares. So if you buy shares of this, you got to get a minimum 100 to 125, and the goal is 1,000. Okay.
Why? Berkshire Hathaway, how many shares should I get, Chris Sain?
That's what you do if you rock with the same game. That's what you do if you're part of the 100K challenge. It's a principle-based investing system. And then lateral to that, you buy a 1-year out option play, call option, okay, till 2026 of July. Okay, now it ain't gonna take that long to get to 1750, but I want you to see how you can 10x your money, 5x your money on these little bitty moves that I'm trying to teach you about.
Yeah, nothing could possibly, I mean, it could expire worthless, but I don't have to mention that, do we?
Put the play out 1 year, but also buy shares and let it do its thing. Don't get greedy. When you're up, you got to take profit. That's the decision. That's what I'm going to be on you guys about in August. I already know I help you guys make a lot of money, but it's important that we keep the money, that we have an exit plan for the shares and or call options we are holding. Okay, you got to know when to take.
Just buy it when it's low, and then when you make profit, just sell it at the perfect time. It's easy.
Profit stuff will come up and down, and so you could have been making 2,000, you didn't do nothing, and now you're down negative 200. We want you to capture the 2,000, buy it again when it's back down, and then run up again for 2,000. Boom, now we're stacking.
I just can't. 5 years on, and we're still listening to these freaking morons. Unbelievable. All right, let's do some comments. Before we do, book a free tax consultation with me. I'm a certified public accountant. I actually have a legitimate skill, and I don't just grift and scam my entire life. If you click on the pinned comment, you get this whole link tree. I provide bookkeeping services, tax preparation with a free 30-minute consultation. I do sponsor videos to talk about whatever you want, one-on-one consulting about any accounting questions or tax questions that you may have. I have a book, Stop Being a Broke Loser, that actually mentions people like this and how they're going to lead you astray. And last but not least, we have a free Discord community, which you can join completely free. I'm not going to charge for it. You come in there, there's a Funny group of guys in there. We all have a good time. We talk about grifters or whatever you want to. Check out my services. Book a free tax consultation, completely free. And let me do your taxes for this upcoming tax season. You'll love me. I actually am certified and skilled and experienced in what I do instead of a lying fraud. All right, let's do some comments. Members only, of course. Oh, you don't like it? Sue me. You want to comment? You got to be a freaking member. Craig G, what's up, brah? Pay Piggies, what's up, baby doll? Damian DuPont, can't be happier to have Professor. Yeah, where my life was empty without Stockmo pulling up what XRP did today. I should do a daily VT report. It went up. It went down. Oh, it went sideways. It went up. Stepsis, my epsis. Stockmo looks like a school janitor that you see on the news for getting busted. Brutal. He is kind of a creepy dude. If Stockmo loses his channel, he'll have to go back to being STRS. I don't know what that means. He has to go back to being a teacher. Get a job, loser. Welcome back, Pay Pigs. Gil got clapped. More toxic than strongman for sure. Bitcoin for your... Yeah, buy Bitcoin or you hate your family. Man, look at that guy. Zero chance I would let him... Spot on. VT is giving strongman kickbacks. He's not telling. I'm getting my dividends, bro. I'm getting my dividends. Every quarter I get my VT dividends. They're paying me under the table with those dividends. Woo! Big T. Is it true Tesla Cat... Unconfirmed, but that's my suspicion. Thank God you're back talking about these clowns again and not sarcastically saying you're investing in clown stock. Those videos were horrible. Some of those videos did pretty good, though. There was one I made about GameStop. It got like double or triple the amount of views I normally get. Just literally, just pump trash and you will be successful on YouTube. Bearish Earth, VT. I mean, you know, if an asteroid hits, it's possible. VT, SCHK, the money. Dude, the NASDAQ 100 makes a whole lot of sense. Never looked at that index before Strongman debated that. The NASDAQ 100 is in VT. Coach Crypto. Coach Blowmo. I really wish Strongman would explain why he said he had almost 1 Bitcoin back, and that was a troll. I have 0 Bitcoin. Zero Bitcoin. 1 Bitcoin would be like 15 to 20% of strongman stuff, yet he's saying that he's 95%. Do you think I'd put Bitcoin as 15% of my portfolio? Are you insane? The most I would buy would be like $500 if I was effing around. I would never have serious, legitimate money in Bitcoin. What about Lulu? I already bought like 4. Oh, God. I'm down hundreds. You gotta have your stop loss. It wasn't my fault. You gotta have your stop loss. Okay. And then you gotta buy it when it's low and sell it when it's high. And you gotta take profits. Did you not listen to Chris Sain? Chris Poopstain is too stupid to... Oh, CFA. That's actually a hard test. How can anyone listen to him and think he will give you an advantage over... It's insane how... Oh, no, it's bad. It's really it's an IQ thing. If you unironically listen to Stockmo and Chris Sain, your IQ is in the gutter. You are a stupid person. Half the population is below average. There are a lot of stupid people out there, and they watch YouTube Finance. I will say I'll probably listen to Poop Stain over Echoes from Above. Echoes is funny. Like I'll see him get interested in stocks again, and then he'll just vanish and won't talk about stocks anymore. I think what happens is he likes to jump in the market when it's going up, and then he probably loses some money, and then he quits, and then he'll come back in a couple months acting like he's a genius, and then he'll lose money again, and then he'll be, it's a cycle with Echoes. He's a very predictable person. Keenan Grace did the same thing, got banned, then wiped his channel clean and come back with a bunch of disclaimers. That's interesting. I guess they're being stricter on some of this stuff. I don't know how some of these dudes get away with it. Look at all these trolls in the comments. They're so mad at me. I try to teach the truth and give you real good advice, and I'm hated for it. You people have ruined my faith in humanity. I have learned so much about human nature, and it's horrifying. I would pay money to see you interview Chris Poopstain and grill him on his investment thesis. He'd be so lost. Or have you watch him break down a fight. Oh, he has no... Dude, he read an article, bro. He read an article. He read the first 3 lines of an article. Poopstain's thesis for investing would be, look at the chart. The lines went down. He's basically just... It's the most, like, low IQ analysis. It's like, okay, look, it dipped, so you got to buy it because it's always going to go back up, right? Okay. And then you got to draw a line that doesn't even connect. And as soon as it hits that line, you got to sell and you got to have your stop loss in and out, in and out. Buy it when it's low, sell it when it's high. It's easy, bro. That's all you got to do, dog. It's incredible. Good Lord.
What's up?
You know, I hate to skip a lot of your comments, but you're not members, so unfortunately I can't read your comments. Please address my Lulu losses.
You should have put a stop loss, bro.
You said you almost had 1 Bitcoin. Look, I sold it. I'm a YouTuber. I'll deny it. I never had Bitcoin. What are you talking about? You said you bought 30K of Lulu. Certified, but you have a track record with multi-bag. Oh, actually, yes. You know all the multi-baggers are in VT. Did you know that? If you look at the returns of VT and you compare it to the average retail investor that follows Chris Sain, I have annihilated these people. I have exterminated these people. But they create the illusion that they're successful because they shill their winners and they hide their losses. When you buy an index, you're buying all the stocks. Some of the stocks in that index go up 10, 20, 30x. Other stocks don't do well. But on average, you get decent market returns over your working lifetime. The multi-baggers are in the ETF. But what the grifters do is they basically like almost replicate the ETF in a way, and they only show the winners and they hide the losses. And they say, oh, look, I'm better than the index. Come on, Gil. Come on, man. You've been watching me for years. Let's go. State teachers' retirements. I mean, I'd rather him be a freaking teacher than what he's doing now. Anyway, thank you for tuning into this video. I think we have one more. I appreciate all the member comments. Thank you for your support. That was fun, and you guys have a wonderful day.